I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Hakadosh. If I understood the apostles of G message from the talk faithful man that's doing this work. And Lord willing, I want to make this video seeing the spirit, you know what I mean, is leaning towards, putting on that manly spirit and that warrior spirit. So I've been seeing, what was that, yesterday I believe. Yeah, yesterday it was like a few brothers, one brother in Cleveland, the one elder brother in Chicago, the elder brother in Dallas. They all made a video like in the same day, speaking about, having that warrior spirit and that being a man, standing up manfully, stuff like that. So, I was like, fucking shit, that got me in the spirit. So I'll make a little quick video on that. Because, one way or another, all brothers, if you in this truth, if you sincere, you're a warrior, you're a fighter one way or another. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says Yahweh is a man of war. Alright, Yahweh is his name. So, and also the scripture says, war, a good warfare. The Lord loves, he loves, fighting. He's a man. That's what men normally do. Even if you're a brother that might not, say, like actual combat sports or fighting or sword fights or whatever, you might like football or something. Men like some type of contact. Football, that's like a battle itself. You know what I mean? Like you fucking tackling a nigga, that shit, that's contact. Alright, and all the other different sports, you know what I mean? Even boxing, not boxing, basketball and shit like that, whatever. Because really war too is not just about hitting a nigga hard and doing all that shit. It's really mainly about the mind, because if you come in, let's say the ring with a mindset that you're gonna lose, that you're scared, you're gonna get knocked out, then that most likely might happen. But you gotta have confidence in yourself. Everything is mental. You know what I mean? You gotta have confidence to, and that's what I learned. Like once you have that mindset, like fuck it, if I'm gonna get knocked out or I'm gonna get knocked down, if I'm gonna lose, it is what it is. Because that's something that nobody really wants to do. Nobody want to lose. Nobody really want to get knocked out. Nobody wants to get knocked down, you know what I mean, and shit like that. But if that happens, you gotta have that mindset. Like if I step in this motherfucker and that happens, I'm gonna get back up and I'm gonna fight to the end. Even if I lose, I'm gonna make it hard for this nigga. You know what I mean? And once you have that mindset, it's like fuck it, you're ready to, I would say die, but you're not gonna fight to the death. You know what I mean? Unless you're in the angel world. But once you have that mindset to ready, look, nigga, I'm ready for whatever happens. I don't give a fuck. My mind is set. My heart is fixed, as the scripture says, and I'm going to fight until the very end. I don't give a fuck if this nigga is whooping my ass till the referee stops it or the bell, for the last round. Hey, I'm gonna keep fighting. That's that warrior spirit that all men of the Lord have, whether you actually know how to fight or not. That's that spirit that you have, and if you all gotta. You gotta, you really, man, it's crazy, man. It sounds corny, whatever, but you really gotta believe in yourself, man. First and foremost, Yahweh Shema Shai, but you gotta have confidence in yourself, man. That shit is so powerful. You know what I mean? But you can't be, unrealistic. You gotta be real about yourself. Like you gotta admit when something is hard. Okay, this is too tough for me. You know what I mean? But you gotta learn how to lean on the Lord. Alright. See, where the fuck am I at? So like, I hate this goddamn. It's like I'm driving and shit, man. Anyways. But you gotta be realistic, man. You gotta know, you gotta call upon the Lord and know and understand that, we are weak, we are men, we do get afraid sometimes, we do get weak, we do get lazy sometimes. It happens to all of us, alright? So you can't act like you just undefeatable or you just, like a demon can't just jump on you. Like a demon can jump on your ass, man, make you do some stupid ass shit. Some shit that you just got done cussing out a nigga at camp, and then a demon jump on your I don't want to say stupid ass, but demon jump on your ass and then make you do some fuck shit, man. Your flesh flesh get weak, and you know what I mean. You be like, what the fuck did I just do, man? You know what I mean? So you gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta prepare for all these things. You gotta pray and fast. You know what I mean? Do whatever the hell you gotta do. You know, call upon the Lord constantly, because anybody can fall victim to falling. Like the Lord said, you know, pray what does it say? Pray that you fall not into temptation. Alright? Even Peter, you know what I mean? Even though he repented and he's a righteous man, it's like it, you know, a little loud. Alright? Even he got weak because he denied the Lord 3 times. So that can happen to anybody. And this is Peter, you know, he walked on the water. That's great. He showed great faith. You know what I mean? And see, I'm gonna quote a lot. I'm driving, it's raining too. I ain't trying to. But that's what I love about the scriptures too, because the Lord, He shows everything. He don't just show the beautifulness. You know, like you see somebody that have like a really good talent, like a really good singer, a really good fighter, a really good basketball player. You know, even if they're professional, you know what I mean? You behind closed doors while they're practicing, you're gonna see them. They might try to hit a note, their voice might crack, and you might like, what the fuck is that? But you hear this nigga on a stage, this nigga flawless, he's perfect. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the scriptures do. The scriptures don't hide nothing. The scriptures show every time, you know what I mean, where, you know, King David, he admitted he was afraid. He said, like, Lord, I'm afraid, like, you know. Moses, it showed his weak moment when he was you know, going through his shit. He was like, damn, I can't even speak, I'm not that good speaking. Jeremiah said I'm too young, you know. And that's beautiful because we all can relate to that. We all get weak. And one of my favorite scriptures, the Lord was healing some man's son. I think he was a Syrian, I believe. And then he was like, he told, you know, Yahweh said, like, do you believe I can heal your son or something like that? And he said, Lord, I believe, but help thou my unbelief. Because sometimes that happens like that. Sometimes you do believe, but then sometimes you waver and you kind of like, it's like back and forth. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you like, you confident, you 100% sure. Then sometimes you like, well, damn, like, what if this happens? And then, what, you know what I mean? What if they try to kill, you know, my family member in front of me to take the MOTB? What if that happened though? Like, damn, I can't really, you know, it happens. You know what I mean? We all get weak, but you gotta pray to the Lord to give you that faith. You know what I mean? Because you gotta understand that too, because that's also another thing too. All of us fear, all of us get nervous. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you do with that when you face your fear. I mean, all the men, you know, come on, man. Every man that went to battle, you know, even if they was like, fuck it, come on, let's go, I'm ready to die. At least 1 or 2 times, man, they had thoughts of fear, like, oh, you know, what if I get tortured? What if this happens? I mean, come on, man. You a man, that's something you can never fucking get rid of. You know what I'm saying? Just like in fighting. That's what Mike Tyson said. He said, you know, you always gonna fear. You know what I mean? No matter what. Even it was this one singer, I forgot who the fuck this nigga was. I don't even listen to him, but I just seen a video about him. And I don't know, he was talking about another singer. Well, it was this dude. He was talking about a real famous singer. I don't know what it was, but he was talking to him, and he was like, the singer dude was like telling him like, yeah, I still get nervous. You know, like one time I threw up before singing or whatever, and he was amazed. He was like, for real? Like, damn, you're a big time, you know, singer. Like, you should be used to this shit. And he was surprised, you know. So it's just, you know what I mean? I'm just being real. Like, of course, we should be fearless. We should be bold. But I'm just being real. Sometimes that fear gonna come into you. You know what I mean? But like the scripture says, offend less. We can't stop sinning, but you can offend less as possible. You know what I mean? Because that fear gonna come in your head. You know, temptation. You know, Satan, that's what he does. He's gonna tempt you. Satan gonna come in your head. You know, he might come and, you know, it might sound like you, and he might say some shit. Oh, you know, what if this happened or whatever? Or so demon might jump on another nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he might say some woozy ass shit like, damn man, what did this happen? And that might put doubt in your heart. Hey man, I just seen a fire ass video, man, a little short of Muhammad Ali. He's about to fight George Foreman, I believe it was. He was one of them niggas, man. Yeah, I think it was, yeah. And then he was about to walk out, and his whole crew, bro, they looked scared. They all looked scared. They was all quiet. They ain't trying to hype this nigga up. And he was just talking. He was talking to some interview dude, and he looked back, and he was like, "Why y'all looking scared for? Like, I'm the one fighting." He said, "Even if y'all are scared, you know what I'm saying? You better smile and, you know, whatever." So it was hard. Y'all gotta find that shit, man. Like, look up on YouTube. You know what I mean? I don't want to, because the video that I seen, it had some song playing, like some martyring songs. So I don't want to get no copyright, but that shit was hard, though. Like, it's just the way, it was inspirational, the way he, you know what I mean, he said it. But yeah, man, that's something you got to do, man. Even if you are afraid, man, the best thing to do is to stay calm as best as possible. Because that's the best thing to do, is to be calm and have a calm mind. Because you're going to have fear, but it's how you react to that fear. You know, you're going to get weak, but how do you react to that weakness? All right, you know, all people that like, man, I think about it every time I go to the fucking gym, man. Literally every fucking time, I'm like, I don't fucking want to go at all. I don't feel like doing this. I'd rather stay home and sleep every time. So that's natural. You're gonna feel weak. You're gonna feel tired. You're gonna feel like, man, I'd rather sit here and sleep. I'd rather sit here and eat, watch TV, or do something else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might eat a little snack, but I'm hungry as fuck. But I gotta wait until I'm done. Or I want to drink, I might have to wait till I'm done. You know, those thoughts are gonna come, and that's cool. That's going to happen because you're a human. But it's not about that. It's about what you're gonna do when those thoughts come in your head. All right, you gotta rebuke those thoughts in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. Since the rain calmed down, I'm kind of driving on the street now. Let me get this scripture. This is one of my favorites. One of my all-time favorites, man. One of my favorites, man. Oh, shit. This is 2 Corinthians 10:4. Let me start at 3. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." And most of the battles that we have is not even in the flesh. Sometimes it might get, you know, fleshy or whatever, but, you know, even if it is in the flesh, it's always mental first, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, even too, like, a lot of, going back to that fight shit, like, a lot of these boxers and UFC fighters, I don't like that dirty talk. I like it, like, UFC, like WWE, because that shit fake. You know what I mean? Because it's entertaining. You know, even like the boxing shit, I know a lot of that shit. Like, even Muhammad Ali said that. Like, he said, why you do ask him, why you talk trash about your fight? He said, because pretty much to sell tickets. You know what I mean? That's the only trash fighter I like to hear talk trash. Because you can tell he was joking. Like, you could tell he was. But these people, what they be saying today be like, I know a lot of them just do it just to sell tickets, but I still don't like that shit. I think fighting is about respect. You know what I mean? Like, it should be like, look, okay, you know, I got, you know, I'm good, you good, you a worthy opponent. Hey, let's just see what we gonna do. Let's the best man run. I'm not gonna talk shit about this guy, at least not like in front of everybody and shit. I might say some shit in my head, like, yeah, I'm about to fuck, you know, whatever, I'm about to do this. I'm not about to disrespect this man to his face and shit, like being an asshole. You know what I mean? But anyways, why do you think first of all, they one reason why they do that is so they can make the fight interesting, like that Jake Paul shit. That nigga, I mean, come on, he talking all this shit. Yeah, I'm a nigga that just started boxing. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna beat all y'all niggas with experienced ass. You know what I mean? That makes it interesting. You like, man, you want to see this nigga get his ass beat, whatever. And another reason why they do that is to play with niggas' head. You know what I mean? They stare him down, look at him, and they try to intimidate them and shit. That's what Mike Tyson said. Like, you intimidate nigga, then you know you got him and shit. So if you intimidate him outside the ring, then what you gonna do inside the ring? That's what these demons, all this shit, want to do. They want to intimidate you. You know know what I mean? And then once you come into the battle, you fighting and you all scared, and then you know what I mean, you're not having confidence in yourself, and then you through. All right. But it says casting it's like, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. And that's what the elder was saying. And what's that called in Chicago? Like, man, fuck these people, man. Hey, the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai is with us. That's something that we gotta realize. One of my other favorite scriptures in Jeremiah says, "But the Lord is with me as a mighty, terrible one." The Lord is with us, and He's gonna fight against our enemies for us. Right? You know, the Most High is with us, so we shouldn't fear no man. Right? It says, yeah, and that's a dangerous man right there. If you a man that only fears God, man, and you have that mindset like, man, fuck you niggas, like y'all can't do shit against me unless the Lord ordains it. That's the only one, man. Then that's why Esau's afraid of us. Once the Israelite man has the fear of the Lord on him, man, it's over, man. Cause what else can he do? Cause that's what Esau does. He always trying to intimidate somebody and torture them, and I'm gonna put sanctions on you. You gonna lose your job. I'm gonna embarrass you. But once you do that to a man of the Lord, a true man of the Lord, what the fuck is that gonna do, nigga? You just making me forsake this world even easier. They making my job easier. You know what I'm saying? What can you do to a man like that? You know, he gonna rage and be mad, throw a fit, and try to kill a lot of us, but the Lord gonna lift up a standard. Alright, it says, but yeah, man, you gotta believe this thing. The Lord is with us, man, and the Lord's power is very mighty. Alright? So you gotta have confidence in that. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God. And that's what we do every day. We pull up. The scripture says we pull up and cast down, these so-called imminence. I'm gonna put an F in front of it. I don't want to say that word. I don't know if Esau gonna take my video, but homosexuality, all that. We cast all those things down. But not only that, but thoughts in our heads. You know what I mean? Because it's not only this bad shit in the world. The worst enemy is yourself. You will say some stupid shit in your head. You like, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? So and bringing it into captivity, every thought to the obedience of Mashiach. All right, and that's what we doing. We ain't just letting those thoughts just, because a lot of these people, man, think about a lot of these people that be killing people, they be killing their family, they be having thoughts in their head, yeah, do that, kill them, shank them, punch them, shoot them, you know what I mean? And they listen to those words. But us, you know what I mean? Hopefully it ain't that extreme with no brother, but, I'll just use that for example. But when we have bad thoughts in our head, whatever it may be, or fuck that man's wife, or, whatever, some bullshit, or, shit, this one girl, she got a dude, you know what I mean? But I used to talk to her. I know she got a dude now, but I'm horny. I'm gonna hit her up real quick. You know what I mean? Like, thoughts might come in your head. I just thought of that shit today, earlier. I ain't gonna lie, shit. This girl I used to talk to and shit. And eventually she got a dude, whatever. I'm thought about like, man, shit. I'm like, you know what I mean? Shit, hit her up, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I thought that shit. I'm like, oh hell no, like, fuck that shit, man. Fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? That bitch got a man. I don't want to say husband, cause that nigga ain't really her husband, but she got a dude. I know that's wicked. Alright? But you rebuke those thoughts and you put it into captivity. You don't let those thoughts free and let it. No, nigga. You tame those thoughts and put it into captivity. No, nigga. You don't play with that shit, man. You don't play with those evil thoughts and think that shit cute. Cause then if you don't check those thoughts, then eventually you're going to act on those thoughts. Alright? But anyways, with that, hopefully it's edifying. Give our praise and glory to Al Bashim Shai, Bashim Hakadash. That bonds to the process of GMS, alone to the brothers doing this works.